वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेष भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमदे भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निधि नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 28th chapter, sloka 31. You can all unmute and chant the sloka. तस्यैव लोकमधिकं कृपयाति घोरा अत्रयोपशमनाय निसृष्टमक्ष्णो स्मितानुगुणितं विपुलप्रसादं आयेच्चिरं विपुलभावनाय गुहायम् लोकमधिकं कृपयाति घोरा तत्रयोपशमनाय निसृष्टमक्ष्णो निष्ठानुगुणितं विपुलप्रसादम् भावनाय गुहायम् अधिकं कृपयाति स्मितानुगुणितं विपुलप्रसादम् तस्यैव लोकमधिकं कृपयाति घोरा तापत्रयोपशमनाय निसृष्टमक्ष्णो स्निग्धस्मितानुगुणितं विपुलप्रसादम् ध्यायेच्चिरं विपुलभावनाय गुहायम्. Yes, anyone likes to chant?
हरे कृष्ण माता जी। तस्यावलोकम् अधिकं कृपयाति घोरा तापत्रयोपशमनाय निसृष्टम् अक्षनो स्निग्धास्मित् अनुगुणितं विपुल प्रसादं ध्यायेत चिरं विपुल भावनाय गुहायाम्। हरे कृष्ण
तापत्रयोपशमनाय निर्दिष्टमकष्णो स्निग्धास्मितगुणितं विपुला प्रसादं ध्यायेच्चिरं विपुला भवनाय गुहायाम्।
तस्यावलोकमधिकं कृपयाति घोरा तापत्रयोपशमनाय निसृष्टमक्ष्णो स्निग्धस्मितानुगुणितं विपुलप्रसादं ध्यायेत् चिरं विपुलभावनाय गुहायाम्.
Hare Krishna.
When one devotee chant, please others can keep quiet so that all of them get a chance to chant. Okay. Yes. Who else like to?
I would like to Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
अस्यावलोकं
Hare
अधिकं
Krishna Mataji.
कृपयाति घोरा तापत्रयोपशमनाय निसृष्टमक्ष्णुः स्निग्धा स्मितानुगुणितं विपुलप्रसादं ध्यायेत् चिरं विपुलभावनाय गुहायाम्.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Tasyavalokam adhikam kripayati gora tapatrayopasamanaaya nisrishtam akshanoho snigdasmitano gunitam vipula prasadam dhyayet chiram vipula bhavanaya guhayam. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dasyavalokam adhikam kripayati gora tapatrayopasamanaya nishrastam akshano snigdasmitanogunatam vipula prasadam dhyaye chiram vipula bhavanaya guhyam. Hare Krishna Mataji.
तस्यापलोकमधिकं कृपयति घोर तापत्रयोपशमनाय निष्पृष्टमक्षणो स्निग्धस्मितानुगणितं विपुलप्रसादं ध्याये चिरं विपुलभावनाय गुहायां. हरे
Hare Krishna. Thank you. We see the synonyms. Tasya, of the personality of Godhead. Avalokam, glances. Adhikam, frequent. Kripaya, with compassion. Atighora, most fearful. Tapatraya, threefold agonies. Upashamanaya, soothing. Nusrishtam, cast. Akshnoho, from his eyes. Snigdha, loving. Smita, smiles. Anugunitam, accompanied by. Vipula, abundant. Prasadam, full of grace. Dhyayet, he should contemplate. Chiram, for a long time. Vipula, full. Bhavanaya, with devotion. Guhaya, in the heart. Translation: the yogi should contemplate with full devotion the compassionate glances frequently cast by the Lord's eyes, for they soothe the most fearful threefold agonies of his devotees. His glances, accompanied by loving smiles, are full of abundant grace. The yogis should contemplate with full devotion the compassionate glances frequently cast by the Lord's eyes, for they soothe the most fearful threefold agonies of his devotees. His glances, accompanied by loving smiles, are full of abundant grace. Hare Krishna, Supriya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. As long as one is in conditional life in the material body, it is natural that he will suffer from anxieties and agonies. One cannot avoid the influence of material energy even when one is on the transcendental plane. Sometimes disturbance comes, but the agonies and anxieties of the devotees are at once mitigated when they think of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in His beautiful form or the smiling face of the Lord. The Lord bestows innumerable favors upon His devotee, and the greatest manifestation of His grace is His smiling face, which is full of compassion for His pure devotees. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tasyeva lokamadhikam kripayati gora tapatriyopashamanaya nrishishtamakshno snigdha smitanugulitam vipula prasadam dhyayet chiram vipula bhavanaya guhyam. Translation: the yogis should contemplate with full devotion the compassionate glances frequently cast by the Lord's eyes, for they soothe the most fearful threefold agonies of his devotees. His glances, accompanied by loving smiles, are full of abundant grace. Hare Krishna. So here, Is the voice better now? It's clear now?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Here, the Kapila Dev explains about how to meditate on the Lord's eyes, because it's full of compassionate glances. When the Lord looks at someone, so why we go to the temple to take darshan? It's only not for our eyes to take darshan. The Lord also glances on you. No, that's why Surdas, he was blind, and then he used to go to temple every day. So the pujaris used to ask him, "Why are you coming to temple? You're blind. You can't see. Take darshan." Then he's like, I am blind, but the Lord can see me. Now Lord can take darshan. That's why Jagannath doesn't have eyelids. He doesn't blink. When the gopis, they were in separation from Krishna, they were cursing Brahma. Why he made this eyelids? No, you're blinking and you're not able to see Krishna for a second. Just blinking happens like automatically. But even that blinking, you might miss Krishna's beautiful form. So they were cursing Brahma. What kind of creator he is? They made eyelids with closing. So Lord Jagannath, when he came as Daru Brahman, he thought, I'll come without eyelids. So Jagannath doesn't have eyelids, so it's always open. You see Jagannath's eyes, they're black, white, and red, so big. And we know because Krishna was in separation from Brajavasis, and in ecstasy, his eyes became big. So there is no eyelid, so he won't blink. So whoever goes in front of Jagannath in Puri or whenever Jagannath is there, he can see, take all that side glances, up, down, sidewise, and roundwise. So he'll never miss any devotees who come in front of him. So not only we take darshan of the Lord, even Lord glances at us. So Lord glances and do creation. When the Gopas drank the poisoned water of Kalindi, then they all died, almost died. So Krishna just glanced at them and they came back to life. So Krishna's glance is full of compassion. The glance is full of compassion. And how beautiful eyes he has, like the lotus petal. So lotus petal is so elongated. So it seems Krishna's eyes, like it reaches up to the ears. So beautiful eyes Krishna has. And what happens when we look at Krishna and the Lord looks at you, that what happens, it soothes the threefold miseries of the devotees. So we all have these threefold miseries, agonies, adhyatmic, adibaudik, and adidevik kleshas. Adi Atmik means which coming from our body and mind. Adi Devik means natural calamities. Adi Baudik from other living entities. So we have all these disturbances always. So, but when the Lord glances, when his glance accompanied by loving smiles, when Krishna smiles and glances at you, then all your problems are gone. Right? So Prabhupada mentions the conditioned life will have all anxieties and agonies. This is Ukhalema Shashadam. Surely we'll have. But how do we overcome that? By the glance of the Lord. So it is said the agonies and anxieties of the devotees are once mitigated when they think about the Supreme Personality Godhead in his beautiful form of a smiling face. So Krishna's smiling face. Does anyone know how Krishna's lips look like? Which fruit it is? The comparison given. Does anyone know? Have you ever seen that fruit? Yes. Krishna's lips are compared to which fruit?
Bimba fruit.
Bimba fruit. Have you anyone seen the Bimba fruit?
No.
It's so red. I'll show you the Bimba fruit. Where is it? Can you see the Bimba fruit? This is the Bimba fruit, and Krishna's lips look like a freshly cut Bimba fruit. Okay, so that's how Krishna's lips are. So beautiful, so beautiful. So here it is said, this is a Bimba fruit, and Krishna's lips are exactly the color of this fruit as described in the Shastras. Muhushchumbitam bimba raktadaram me. No, then in Damodarashtaka also it is said, Muhushchumbitam bimba raktadaram me. Bimba, the Damodarashtaka. So this bimba is this fruit. So red. No, we are not seeing this, but I was just looking how the Bimba fruit looks in the Google, and I saw this one. And just cut this fruit, looks like very juicy and very red. Now this red is like, so this is Krishna's lips compared to a Bimba fruit. So just imagine his smile, how beautiful the smile of Krishna is going to be. So when we look at that face, that smiling face, all your pain will just go away. No, just look at Krishna smiling, and then nothing else matters for you. because everything, all the miseries or all the problems, everything gets vanished just by looking the beautiful face of Krishna. Right? And Krishna glances at you. Sometimes Krishna will be looking here and there, but then some days when you sincerely pray to Krishna, the glance comes on you and you feel like, oh, Krishna is looking at me. Yeah, definitely Krishna reciprocates, no? Reciprocates. So, and the smiling face, it's compared to that Bimba fruit. Okay, Muhus Chumbidam Bimba Raktadaramni. And also in Nandanandanashtakam. Okay. Author is anonymous. I don't know who the author is, but then here in Nandanandanashtakam also it says about Krishna's about Krishna. So I'll just go through that. Sucharu Vaktra Mandalam Sukarna Ratna Kundalam Sucharchitanga Chandanam Namami Nandanandanam Sutirka Netra Pankajam Shikhi Shikanda Murtajam Ananga Kodi Mohanam Namami Nandanandanam Sunasikagramouktikam Swachanda Danda Panktikam Navambudanga Chikkanam Namami Nandanandanam Karena Venuranjidam Kati Karindra Ganjidam Tukula Pita Shopanam Namami Nandanandanam Krupanga Deha Sundaram Nakadviti Sukhagaram Amulya Ratna Bhushanam Namami Nandanandanam Sukhanda Anga Saurabham Puro Viraji Kaustubam Surashri Vatsalanjanam Namami Nandanandanam Vrindavana Sunagaram Vilasano Gavasasam Surendra Garva Mochanam Namami Nandanandanam Prajanga Shunya Rajangananga Shunayakam Sadha Sukha Pratayakam Jaganmano Pralophanam Namami Nandanandanam. So what's the use of reciting this Nandanashtakam? Shri Nandanandanashtakam Padetya Shraddhanvita Tared Bhavadvidin Dushtaram Lapet Tad Anugri Yukmakam. So what is the glory, the Falashruti? Whoever regularly recites this Nandanashtakam, which will easily cross the insurmountable ocean of material existence and attain eternal residence at Lord Krishna's lotus feet. This is what all of us want, to go back to the Dham. Right? So the author's name is not given, but accidentally I saw the name Atul Krishna Prabhu here. I don't know whether that's our Atul Krishna Prabhu who comes on Sunday. Prabhu suggested this song. So here it is said, Krishna's face is extremely delightful, whose beautiful ears hang jeweled earrings, whose entire body is anointed with fragrant chandan, and whose eyes are more beautiful than fully blossomed lotus. Now, the lotus looks so beautiful, but then Krishna's eyes are more beautiful than that, and whose head is beautifully adorned with the arrangement of peacock feathers, and who enchants millions of cupids. Kandarpakotikamaniya Vishesha Shobha, and from whose beautiful nose hangs an elephant pearl, a small pearl here, and whose teeth is immensely effulgent, whose body complexion is more beautiful and lustrous than a fresh rain cloud. So this is what Krishna's color is, freshly from monsoon cloud. And whose lotus hand, who holds the flute, whose lingering gait defeats even an impassionate elephant, impassioned, and whose dark limbs are beautiful by a yellow shawl, whose threefold bending posture, Tribanga Lalita Krishna is, no, Akhila Rasamrita Murti he is. Akhila Rasamrita, all rasas are there in Krishna. So the threefold bending form, and effulgent, whose toenails put to shame even the moon, and who wears invaluable jewels and ornaments. It seems Krishna's mercy come through that nails. You know, the nail is so effulgent, and the nail, that's why when Vamanadev was measuring the sky, the toe pierced and went to Brahma's world. And it was so effulgent that Lord Brahma came to know that's his Lord, and he started pouring water and did Abhishek of the Lord's lotus feet, and that flew down as Mother Ganges. Now, Ganga is nothing but the Charanamrita of the Lord. And it says, whose body exudes an especially beautiful fragrance, and whose broad chest is adorned with Kaustuba gel and mark of Srivatsa. He is expert lover of Vrindavan, who performs pastimes and whose attire clothes are suitable for that pastimes. And who's a lover of the Vraja Gopis, perpetually delights them and enchants the mind of all living entities. So that's how beautiful Krishna is. So, so you can't compare Krishna's beauty with anything. Then when just you see the smile of Krishna, everything else is gone. So that's a favor which Krishna gives to his devotees. So glance of Krishna's eyes and Krishna's smile has to be meditated. That's what Kapila Dev was saying. And so artificially you don't have to do it, but just look through the different shastras and you'll find that how Krishna's smile is so beautiful. So Radharani always get enchanted by the smile of Krishna. And Krishna likes to see Radharani's anger. It's not normal anger like what we have here in this material world. It's transcendental anger. And the transcendental anger is called Man Leela. So there's a Man Mandir in Barsana. Whenever Radharani gets angry and she goes. And Krishna likes to make Radharani little anger. So once Radharani was angry and went to a place in Barsana. And somehow Krishna want to make her mood okay. So when he saw Radharani was enjoying the beautiful peacocks dancing. So in Vrindavan, it's naturally just peacocks were dancing, and Radharani was enjoying that. So Krishna was feeling like, oh, so this dance of peacock can make Radharani so happy. So he himself started dancing. So Radharani didn't mind much, but then she said, oh, the dance of the peacocks are better than yours. Your dancing is not so good. He's Natavara Babu. He's the best among dancers. But then she said like that. So what did Krishna do? He converted himself to a peacock. I mean, he became a peacock and started dancing. And then so many, and after that, many peacocks started getting attracted. And Radharani also became a peahen, and she also started dancing. And hundreds of peacocks started dancing around them. And the scene was so beautiful that everyone came to know about this pastime. And there was a blind saint who goes to Barsana. He's blind materially, and he's a nice devotee, and he used to pray to Radharani, please give this darshan. I want to see this beautiful dance of Radha Krishna in peacock and peahen form with a lot of peacocks around. So he had this intense desire to see that pastime. He's blind, but still, he was praying to Radharani. His intense tapasya, he did a lot of sadhana at Barsana, and then finally Radharani appeared to him and blessed him that yes, you'll have a divine vision of that pastime. But one condition she told, you have to paint that drawing. Now, how he's blind, how will he paint? And in that forest of Barsana, where you get paint by brush and all the paints. So Radharani is like, don't worry, there's so many fruits and the barks of the tree, just crush them, you'll get all the colors and canvas, and everything was ready. And then Radharani gave him the divine vision. With this charma chakshus, we won't be able to see. Premanjana churita bhakti vilojana. We should have the ointment of love to see Lord's pastime. So because of special mercy of Radharani, he could see the pastime. He was blind. Now he has to repaint it. And it said he repainted the pastime so that Radharani is like other devotees can also take darshan. So that's what is there in the Moor Kutira of Barsana. Those who have gone and take darshan, we see the beautiful painting of Radha Krishna in form of peacocks and start dancing. And so many peacocks will dance around them. So this is the painting which you will see there, this one, where he have actually painted. Actually, the photographs are not allowed there. That Pujari doesn't allow you to take photographs, but this is how they were dancing. Radha Krishna in beautiful peacock form, and Krishna's smile was so beautiful that it attracted everyone. Okay, so this is how Krishna's smile and Krishna's dances, that is so enchanting that even it attracts Radharani. So Krishna's pastimes are so mesmerizing that when we try to read the shastras, we also come to know that about these different pastimes, and we meditate on that pastime, not artificially, but yes, once there was a person who was a great devotee of the Lord, but then he didn't show how great devotee he was. So once someone got a peacock charmer. Now we have these peacock charmer to wave to the Lord. The same thing he got. And immediately when that person saw this fan made up of peacock, he remembered Krishna and he fell unconscious. And he started exhibiting all the symptoms. And everybody woke him up. He had a jerking of his body and everything. And when they woke him up, he told, oh, I just have some epilepsy. Just an epilepsy. But he tried to cover it because pure devotees in bhava stage, they don't expose their symptoms. When Srila Prabhupada used to sing Jai Radha Madhav, or when he heard Govinda Madhipurusham sung by Yamuna Devi Dasi, he used to cry so much. That's devotional ecstasy. That's in bhav. But Prabhupada just don't show it to everyone because they hide it. No? And then Krishna not only smiles to Prabhupada but speak to Prabhupada. Right? So whenever Prabhupada goes to different countries to meet, even in Los Angeles, it seems Rukmini Dwaragadesh, Rukmini Dwaraga Kant was the deities, and they spoke to Prabhupada. So Prabhupada had a conversation with the deities. So that proves how much devotion Prabhupada had towards the deities. No? Even when the Juhu case was happening, Prabhupada promised the deities, Radha Ras Bihari, I will give you a temple. So that's how Krishna reciprocates to Prabhupada. He personally comes and explains all the purports of Srimad Bhagavatam. So whatever purports we are reading, that's not just that's the devotional ecstasy of Prabhupada. So when you read Bhagavatam, you should definitely read the purports, not just skip purports. Then we're not getting the real taste of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Prabhupada says in every page of his books we can see Krishna. Every page. You take any page of Srila Prabhupada's books, at least he would have mentioned the Hare Krishna Mahamantra or the term Krishna, because he's revealing Krishna to us. Your devotees reveal. So today take home lesson is meditate on the Bimba Fruit, which is the cut Bimba Fruit is the lips of Krishna. So beautiful. Now artificially nowadays they put lipstick and make the color of Bimba Fruit, but Krishna is not like that. He uses naturally Bimba Fruit. Krishna's smile and Krishna's that eyes, the beautiful lotus-like petal eyes. And sometimes he looks doesn't look straight. He looks in side glances. In the side glance, he do the side glances. And when the gopis were sad that Krishna, the creator made the eyelids, the Lord himself came without eyelids as Jagannath. So whenever we go in front of the Lords to take darshan, it's not only we take darshan, the Lord is also glance on us. And when the Lord glance on us, there's so much mercy comes on you. And that's why when the atheists, they say, why are you going to temple? God is there everywhere. Why you have to go to temple? Air is everywhere. Now, why do you go to a gas station to fill the air? It's there everywhere. So it's not just a deity. It's Pradimanahi to me, Sakshar Rajendranandan. So Krishna's smile and Krishna's glance and Krishna's lips have to be meditated, and not artificially, but as we chant the holy name, Krishna will reveal to us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, anything to add? Does anyone like to add something? Yes. I think by today evening, Namanishta Prabhu will be back. He was traveling. So those who are coming for April for the soft opening of temple, please plan and please come. They'll be like, otherwise you'll miss the nice Ratha Yatra. We're going to have Ratha Yatra, and also we'll have soft opening of the temple. So please do come. And others, since Guru Maharaj will be visiting us maybe in June, as Namanishta Prabhu says, those who have not taken shelter, please contact your teachers or admins and fill the shelter form. And those who have already taken shelter, please apply for initiation. It's a long process, so we need time before that. So please do that. Okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you for joining. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Gaudiya Vaishnava ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.